Who is the GOAT of longevity? Is it LeBron James or Anne Hathaway? I don't know. Today, I will be trying my best to be an objective third party in this debate, just presenting both sides, and at the end, hopefully we'll come to a conclusion. Let's look at Anne Hathaway's stats. She came into the league in 2001, and she's still popping in 2026. Now, LeBron, I'm a huge LeBron fan, right? He did start in 2003, so that's a slight edge to Anne Hathaway. Just like LeBron, he went through the early 2000s era, and then he went through the 2010s era, and then in the 2020s era, and he was effective in all different things. Anne Hathaway, similarly, she went from DVD to streaming to social media to AI, unfazed. Let's talk about the roles, right? Similarly to LeBron, this last year might be the only time that LeBron isn't a first option in his whole career. I mean, ever since Luka got traded to the Lakers, he's kind of been the first option, but LeBron was the first option in the playoffs, and Hathaway's the first option in all her movies. She's like the coveted baddie, basically. Her first role back in 2001, she was the love interest, and then now she's still the love interest, like forever later. But it's actually very interesting because both people are in a very similar situation right now. In the case of LeBron James, he's holding up all of free agency. He has so many people who want him on their team. Is this not similar to Penelope, the role that Anne Hathaway played, where wife of Odysseus, and literally has a room filled with suitors for her every single day? And you know, obviously there's like power dynamics, but it's similar to LeBron. You could say that in the same way that if you marry Penelope, you're going to become by far a more powerful person. If you sign LeBron James, you're going to just make money off of jersey sales, off of attention, off of social media. Also, Anne Hathaway is objectively very attractive. LeBron James is also objectively very attractive. That's not the comparison I was going to make. Anne Hathaway is very attractive, and LeBron James is very good at basketball. So they're in similar situations in that sense as well, where not only are they dominating their field, but they also have that secondary push for them where it's like, they're also just, you know, they got that power to them. And let's talk versatility as well, because Anne Hathaway, she's playing Catwoman. Christopher Nolan casts her in like literally everything. Les Miserables. She could sing. She won like an award for her performance in that. Just all across the board in terms of what she can do. And LeBron James, similarly, probably the most versatile and consistent player on both ends of the floor of all time. I mean, that's not even really a debate. And both of them provided for their family in a unique way. In the case of LeBron, at this point, Bronny's contract is actually guaranteed. So they could have waived him, and that would have been partial money on their books, but they could have waived him and basically had no cost to it. But they kept Bronny on their team. The day after, that's when LeBron decides that he wants to hit free agency. And I'm a Lakers fan, and I actually wanted to keep Bronny regardless. If some team offers like 2 second-round picks or a second-round pick maybe, and it's like, we really want Bronny because we're going to get LeBron, maybe I'd be okay letting him go, but I kind of am chill with him just staying. I think he could be a good player eventually. But similarly, for Penelope and Hathaway, think about what would happen to Telemachus if she wasn't in the position that she was. She waited to make a decision until Odysseus came back, because if she got married, then all of a sudden Telemachus' inheritance is really messed up. He's no longer the heir. He probably would have gotten killed. We don't consider what Penelope and Hathaway was willing to do for her son. And lastly, there was a thing that was going to take it over the top for me, but it's unfortunate because LeBron in 2018 at the Staples Center was brought out by Travis Scott. And I was like, man, that is such a big deal in this debate. But then Anne Hathaway also was just in a movie with Travis Scott. So that's just a wash again. I don't know what to think. I'm just kind of lost. Not unlike Odysseus. So yeah, I'm actually very torn here. I think we could go either way. My heart tells me LeBron, but my mind tells me Anne Hathaway. That's the best way of just saying I don't have an answer and just doing a cop-out. Obviously, Anne Hathaway, actress in Hollywood. That's very, very hard to do as long as she did. LeBron James, being as good at basketball, probably the best player in the world for like 10 straight years, maybe even more, and then being a top 5 player for maybe 20 straight years, that's like just never been done before and probably will never be done again. So you can make the argument either way, but I gotta lean my boy LeBron. This is also a last-ditch effort to try to get him to come back to the Lakers or my men's league team. We're good either way. Yeah, that's everything. Let me know what you guys think. Peace out.